Chosen one, heaven just announced your victory. The battle is over. Listen carefully, because what I am about to tell you is not something you can afford to ignore. This is the moment everything changes for you. And if you stay with me until the end, you will understand why your pain was never wasted and why your struggle is now turning into something powerful and undeniable. I am telling you clearly, the battle you have been fighting is already finished in the unseen realm, and your victory has already been declared. You are not waiting for an outcome anymore. You are walking into something that has already been decided in your favor. This is why you feel a shift deep inside you, even if your surroundings have not caught up yet. Type Amen if you agree. I am speaking to you as the one who sees beyond time, and I want you to understand that this victory is not random or accidental. You went through seasons where you felt alone, misunderstood, and even abandoned. But I was with you through every silent tear and every sleepless night. The battles you faced were shaping your strength, not breaking you even when it felt like too much. What you thought was delay was actually preparation, and what you thought was defeat was quietly turning into your greatest testimony. Now the moment has arrived where what was hidden begins to reveal itself. Before you go any further, I want you to pause and do something small but meaningful. If this is already touching your heart, take a second to like the video, because it helps this reach others who are also waiting for their breakthrough and need to hear this truth right now. The victory I am speaking about is not just about one situation in your life. It is bigger than that. It is about a shift in your identity, your confidence, and your understanding of who you are in me. You are no longer the person who was struggling without direction. You are now stepping into a place where clarity, peace, and purpose begin to surround you. The battles that drained your energy are ending, and in their place, I am giving you strength that does not fade. You may still see some challenges around you, but do not let that confuse you. The battle being over does not mean everything disappears instantly. It means the outcome has already been secured, and now you are walking through the final moments before the visible change arrives. Think of it like the quiet before dawn. The night may still look dark, but the light has already begun its journey. That is where you are right now. There were moments when you questioned everything. You wondered if you were truly chosen, if your faith was enough, if your efforts mattered at all. But I never stopped working on your behalf. Even when you felt like giving up, something inside you kept pushing you forward. And that was me guiding you, strengthening you, refusing to let you fall completely. I saw your perseverance, and I have honored it. Type 777 if you trust God. This victory also means that the voices that once tried to discourage you will no longer have the same power. You are rising above doubt, fear, and confusion. The weight you have been carrying is being lifted, and in its place, I am giving you peace that cannot be shaken. You will begin to notice that things that once bothered you no longer affect you the same way. That is not by accident. That is because you are stepping into a higher level of understanding and strength. I want you to know that you did not fight this battle alone. Even in the moments when you felt isolated, I was surrounding you with protection you could not see. There were things that could have gone wrong, situations that could have hurt you deeply, but I stepped in quietly and redirected them. You may never fully know how much I have shielded you, but one day you will look back and realize that I was guiding every step. Now that the battle is over, a new season is beginning for you. This season is not about survival. It is about growth and fulfillment. You are going to experience moments that remind you why you held on for so long. Opportunities will come, relationships will shift, and doors that once seemed closed will begin to open. This is not luck. This is alignment with what I have already planned for you. Do not rush this process. Let it unfold naturally. Trust that everything is happening at the right time, even if it does not feel fast enough. You have already waited so long, and now you are stepping into a time where patience turns into reward. Stay grounded, stay faithful, and keep your heart open to what is coming next. There is something important I need you to understand. Your victory is not just for you. It is also meant to inspire others who are still in the middle of their battles. When they see your transformation, when they hear your story, it will give them hope. That is part of your purpose. Your journey has meaning beyond what you can see right now. You are not the same person you were before this battle began. You have grown stronger, wiser, and more resilient. You have learned how to trust, even when things did not make sense. That kind of strength cannot be taken away from you. It is now a part of who you are. I am proud of you for not giving up. I am proud of you for continuing to move forward, even when it was difficult. You may not have felt strong at the time, but your decision to keep going showed a kind of courage that many do not have. That courage is what brought you to this moment. Now, I want you to walk forward with confidence. Do not look back at what hurt you or what tried to stop you. Those things no longer have power over your life. Keep your focus on what is ahead, because that is where your blessings are waiting. The battle being over means you are no longer fighting for approval, no longer striving to prove your worth, and no longer carrying the burden of outcomes that were never yours to control. I have taken that weight from you, and I am replacing it with a calm strength that will begin to steady every area of your life. You will feel it in your thoughts, in your decisions, and even in the way you carry yourself. There was a time when everything felt uncertain, when you could not see even a small sign that things were turning in your favor. You kept going anyway, even when it felt like you were walking through something endless. That persistence did not go unnoticed. Every moment you chose faith over fear added to what I was building for you. Now you are standing at the edge of something new, and it will not feel forced or unnatural. It will feel like something that was always meant for you, something that fits you in a way nothing else ever did. Type 1111 to affirm. I want you to notice how your thoughts are beginning to change. Where there was once doubt, there is now a quiet sense of certainty. Where there was once fear, there is now a growing calm that you cannot fully explain. That is not something you created on your own. That is my presence settling within you, reminding you that you are not alone and that you never were. This is how transformation begins. It does not always happen loudly. Sometimes it happens in silence, in the way your heart becomes lighter and your spirit becomes stronger. You may also start to see changes in the people around you. Some will understand your growth and support you, while others may not recognize you anymore. Do not be discouraged by that. Not everyone is meant to walk with you into this next season. Some people were part of your past lessons, not your future purpose. Let them go without bitterness. You are not losing anything valuable. You are making space for what truly belongs in your life. This victory also means that the things that once drained your energy will begin to fade. You will no longer feel pulled in directions that leave you exhausted and empty. Instead, you will be drawn toward what strengthens you, what builds you, and what aligns with who you are becoming. Pay attention to what brings you peace, because that is where I am leading you. I am not guiding you into confusion. I am guiding you into clarity. There is a deeper level of trust I am calling you into now. You trusted me when things were difficult, and that was powerful. But now, I want you to trust me in your success as well. Do not question the good things that begin to happen. Do not feel like you need to hold back or second-guess your blessings. You have already been through enough. It is time for you to receive without fear and to move forward without hesitation. As you continue on this path, you will notice that your perspective begins to shift. You will no longer see obstacles as something that stops you. You will begin to see them as something that shapes you. That is a sign of growth. That is a sign that you are no longer controlled by circumstances, but strengthened by them. You are becoming someone who stands firm no matter what comes your way. Type 2222 to receive miracles. I am also placing new opportunities in front of you, and they may come in ways you do not expect. Some will appear small at first, but they will carry great meaning. Do not overlook them. Sometimes the biggest changes begin with the smallest steps. Be open, be aware, and be willing to move when you feel that quiet pull within you. That is how I guide you, not through pressure, but through peace. You are not the same person who started this journey. You have learned lessons that cannot be taught easily. You have developed a resilience that cannot be broken easily. That is why this victory is so significant. It is not just about what you are gaining, it is about who you have become along the way. That transformation is something that will stay with you long after this moment. There may still be moments when you remember the pain you went through. That is natural, but do not let those memories pull you backward. Let them remind you of how far you have come. Let them strengthen your belief in what is possible for you now. You did not go through all of that just to remain in the same place. You went through it to rise above it. I am walking with you into this new season, and I want you to move with confidence. Do not shrink yourself to fit into spaces that no longer align with you. Do not silence your voice when you know you are meant to speak. You have been prepared for this moment. Even if you do not feel completely ready, trust that I have already equipped you with what you need. The victory that has been announced in heaven is not something that can be taken away from you. It is secure, it is real, and it is unfolding in your life step by step. Even if things around you seem slow, do not doubt what has already been set in motion. I am working beyond what you can see, and everything is aligning in ways you will soon understand. Stay focused, stay grounded, and keep your heart open. You are moving into a time where your efforts will begin to show results, where your faith will begin to feel rewarded, and where your life will begin to reflect the strength you have built. This is not the end of your journey. It is the beginning of something greater. Something that will continue to grow and expand in ways you cannot yet imagine. There were times when you felt overlooked, as if your efforts were not being recognized by anyone. You kept showing up anyway, even when it seemed like nothing was changing. What you did not see was how those moments were building something within you that could not be shaken. I was strengthening your foundation so that when this victory came, you would be able to carry it with wisdom and not lose yourself in the process. You are now ready for what is coming. Even if you still have moments of doubt, type 1010 to receive blessings. I want you to understand something deeply. The end of the battle is not just about relief. It is about restoration. Everything that felt lost, everything that seemed delayed, everything that made you question your path is now being redirected into something meaningful. You are not starting from nothing. You are stepping forward with everything you have learned, everything you have endured, and everything you have become. That is why this next chapter will feel different. It will feel steady, grounded, and real. As you move forward, you will notice that your patience has changed. You are no longer waiting with anxiety, you are waiting with trust. That is a powerful place to be. When you wait with trust, you are no longer drained by the process. Instead, you are strengthened by it. You begin to see time as something that works with you, not against you. This is one of the greatest transformations you have experienced, even if you have not fully realized it yet. There are also doors opening for you that will not require you to force your way in. You will feel a natural flow, a sense that things are falling into place without constant struggle. That is how you will know that you are walking in alignment with what has been prepared for you. I am not leading you into something that requires you to lose yourself. I am leading you into something that allows you to be fully who you are. You may also find yourself letting go of certain habits, thoughts, or patterns that once felt normal to you. Do not resist this change. It is part of your growth. You are being guided away from what no longer serves you and toward what will build you up. This process may feel uncomfortable at times, but it is necessary. You are not being reduced. You are being refined. Type 12:12. If you trust in Jesus, I am also healing areas of your heart that you have carried for a long time. Some of these wounds were so deep that you learned to live with them without realizing how much they were affecting you. Now, I am bringing those areas into the light, not to hurt you, but to restore you. Healing does not always happen all at once. Sometimes it comes in layers, in quiet moments where you begin to feel lighter without fully understanding why. Trust that this is part of my work within you. The people who are meant to be in your life moving forward will recognize this change in you. They will not try to pull you back into old patterns or limit your growth. They will support you, encourage you, and walk with you in a way that feels natural and uplifting. This is how you will know that they are aligned with your path. You do not have to force connections or hold on to relationships that feel heavy. What is meant for you will remain. There is also a new level of clarity coming into your decisions. You will begin to see things more clearly without the confusion that once clouded your judgment. This clarity will help you move forward with confidence, knowing that you are making choices that are right for you. You are not guessing anymore. You are being guided. The victory that has been announced is not something distant. It is already shaping your present. Every step you take now is influenced by what has already been decided. This is why it is important for you to stay present, to stay aware, and to stay connected to me. Do not get lost in overthinking or unnecessary worry. You are already on the path that leads to what has been prepared for you. There will be moments of joy that catch you off guard. Moments where you realize that things are finally working in your favor. Allow yourself to experience those moments fully. Do not hold back your happiness. You have earned it through everything you have endured. It is part of your healing, part of your restoration, and part of your growth. I want you to carry this truth with you. You are not behind. You are not late. You are exactly where you need to be. Everything is unfolding in a way that is right for your life. Even the things you once questioned are now coming together in ways that will make sense to you. Keep moving forward with trust. Keep your heart open to what is coming. Do not let past experiences limit your expectations. What is ahead of you is not defined by what you have been through. It is defined by what I have prepared for you. You are walking into a season where your life will begin to reflect the strength, the patience, and the faith you have built. This is your time to rise, to grow, and to step fully into the person you were always meant to be. I am with you in every step, guiding you, protecting you, and leading you into everything that belongs to you. This is what happens when the battle ends and your spirit finally recognizes that it is no longer under pressure. You are not fighting to survive anymore. You are learning how to live with peace, and that is a transition that takes time to fully understand. For so long, you were used to carrying weight that was never meant to stay with you. You held on to worries, fears, and questions because you felt like you had to stay alert at all times. But now I am asking you to release that habit. You do not need to brace yourself for what is coming next. What is coming next is not meant to harm you. It is meant to lift you, strengthen you, and place you in a position where you can finally breathe without tension. Type yes to receive miracles. There is something important happening inside your mind as well. Your thoughts are becoming more focused, more grounded, and less scattered. You are no longer being pulled in different directions by doubt or confusion. This clarity is a sign that you are aligning with what has already been prepared for you. When your mind becomes calm, your decisions become stronger. When your thoughts become clear, your path becomes easier to follow. You may notice that certain things no longer hold your attention the way they used to. Situations that once drained you now feel distant and unimportant. That is because your energy is shifting. You are no longer connected to what was holding you back. You are being drawn toward what will move you forward. Trust this change, even if it feels unfamiliar. It is leading you in the right direction. There is also a quiet strength growing in the way you respond to challenges. Instead of reacting quickly or emotionally, you are beginning to pause, to observe, and to respond with wisdom. This is a sign of maturity. A sign that you are no longer controlled by external pressures. You are becoming someone who stands firm, even when things around you are uncertain. That strength will carry you through everything that lies ahead. I want you to understand that your victory is not fragile. It cannot be taken away by small setbacks or temporary difficulties. What has been decided for you is stable and secure. Even if you encounter moments that test your patience, do not interpret them as a return to the battle. They are simply part of your journey forward, and they will not stop what has already been set in motion. There is a new level of peace being placed in your heart, and it will begin to guide you in ways you did not expect. You will start to feel a sense of direction without needing constant signs or confirmations. You will simply know what feels right and what does not. That inner knowing is my voice within you, guiding you gently but clearly. Type 222 to claim miracles. As you continue moving forward, you will also begin to see changes in your environment. Opportunities will appear that feel aligned with your purpose. Conversations will happen that bring clarity and encouragement. Situations that once seemed complicated will begin to resolve themselves. These are not coincidences. They are part of the alignment that is happening in your life right now. You are also being prepared for responsibilities that match your growth. The strength you have developed is not just for your own benefit. It will allow you to handle new opportunities with confidence and wisdom. You will not feel overwhelmed by what is coming. You will feel ready for it, even if it challenges you in new ways. This is how growth continues. It does not stop with one victory. It expands into new areas of your life. There may still be moments when your past tries to remind you of who you used to be. Do not let those reminders define you. You have already moved beyond that version of yourself. You are not the person who was struggling without direction. You are someone who has been shaped by experience, strengthened by perseverance, and guided by faith. That identity is now a part of you. I am also restoring your ability to trust, not only in me, but in yourself. You will begin to see that your instincts, your feelings, and your decisions are becoming more reliable. You are not second-guessing everything anymore. You are moving with a sense of confidence that comes from within. This is a powerful transformation, and it will influence every area of your life. The path ahead of you is not meant to confuse you. It is meant to guide you step by step. You do not need to have every answer right now. You only need to take the next step with trust. Each step will reveal the next, and before you know it, you will look back and realize how far you have come. I want you to stay present in this moment. Do not rush ahead or get lost in what has already passed. What is happening right now is important. This is where your transformation is taking place. This is where your strength is being solidified. This is where your victory is becoming visible in your life. You are entering a time where your efforts will begin to feel meaningful, where your faith will begin to feel rewarded, where your life will begin to reflect the peace and strength that you have been building. This is not something temporary. This is a new foundation that will support you moving forward. You are now walking in a space that once felt impossible to reach, and even if it still feels new, it is real. This is the place where your spirit is no longer weighed down by constant struggle, but lifted by a quiet assurance that things are working in your favor. You are not imagining this shift. It is the result of everything you endured, everything you held on to, and everything you refused to give up on. I have brought you here with intention, and nothing about this moment is accidental. For a long time, you were moving through life with questions that did not seem to have answers. You carried uncertainty like a shadow, always wondering when things would finally change. Now, you are stepping into a different rhythm, one where your steps feel guided instead of forced. You will begin to notice that you are not pushing as hard as before, yet things are still moving forward. That is because you are no longer trying to control everything. You are learning to trust the process I have set before you. Type 1111 to affirm. There is a calmness settling over your life, and it will begin to influence everything you do. You will handle situations with more patience, more clarity, and more confidence. This is not something you are forcing. It is something that is naturally growing within you. When your spirit is at peace, your actions become stronger. When your heart is steady, your path becomes clearer. This is the balance you are stepping into now. You are also being freed from the need to seek validation from others. There was a time when you looked for approval, when you needed reassurance that you were on the right path. But now you are beginning to understand that your worth does not come from outside voices. It comes from within, from the connection you have with me. This realization will change the way you move through the world. You will no longer feel the need to prove yourself. You will simply live in the truth of who you are. There are opportunities forming around you that will align with this new version of yourself. These opportunities will not require you to compromise your values or lose your sense of direction. They will feel natural, as if they were always meant to be part of your journey. Pay attention to what feels right, because that is where I am leading you. I am not guiding you into confusion. I am guiding you into purpose. As you continue forward, you may notice that your reactions to challenges are different. Where you once felt overwhelmed, you now feel steady. Where you once felt uncertain, you now feel grounded. This is a sign that you have grown beyond the version of yourself that was defined by struggle. You are now defined by strength, by resilience, and by a deep sense of trust. Type 777 to affirm your belief. I am also bringing restoration into areas of your life that felt broken. This restoration may not always look the way you expect, but it will bring peace. Sometimes restoration means rebuilding something. Other times it means letting go and making space for something new. Trust that whatever is happening is for your good. I am not taking anything from you without a purpose. Everything is being aligned for your growth. There is a new level of awareness growing within you as well. You are becoming more mindful of your choices, your words, and your actions. You are beginning to see how everything is connected, how your thoughts influence your direction, and how your decisions shape your future. This awareness is a gift. It will help you move forward with intention and clarity. You are no longer bound by the limitations that once held you back. Those limitations were part of your past, not your future. You are stepping into a space where your potential is no longer restricted by fear or doubt. You are free to grow, to explore, and to become everything you were meant to be. This freedom is something you have earned through your perseverance. There may still be moments when you feel uncertain, and that is natural. Growth does not mean you will never have doubts again. It means you will know how to move through them without losing yourself. You will know how to return to your center, how to reconnect with your strength, and how to continue forward with trust. That is what makes you different now. I want you to understand that your journey is not ending here. This victory is not a final destination. It is a foundation for everything that comes next. You are being prepared for even greater things, things that will require the strength and wisdom you have developed. Do not limit yourself by thinking this is all there is. There is so much more ahead of you as you move forward. Keep your focus on what truly matters. Do not get distracted by things that do not align with your purpose. Stay connected to your values, your vision, and your faith. These are the things that will guide you through every stage of your journey. They will keep you grounded, even as your life continues to grow and expand. You are walking into a season where your life will begin to reflect the peace, the strength, and the clarity you have been building. This is not something temporary. It is a lasting change that will continue to shape your future. You are no longer the person you were before. You have been transformed, strengthened, and prepared for what is ahead. Move forward with confidence. Trust the path you are on. Believe in what is unfolding in your life. You are not alone in this journey. I am with you in every step, guiding you, protecting you, and leading you into everything that has been prepared for you.